Okay, this is what I talked about in class today. Here we have a fraction 6/18, the denominator being 6. Or excuse me, scratch that. The numerator being 6, the denominator being 18. And we talked about equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are two or more fractions that show the same amount. So this shows the same amount talked about. So in this case we have 6/18, and we want to make an equivalent fraction. Well, we can use multiplication to make an equivalent fraction, and it's quite easy. Choose any whole number greater than 1, and just multiply the numerator and denominator by that number. So Leland, can you pick a number? Give me a number.
10.
10. Excellent choice. So now we come back here. We're going to use 10. So we're going to multiply the numerator times 10 and the denominator times 10, which gives us 60 fraction bar 180. Therefore, 60 180ths is equivalent to 6/18. Let me show you that again with a different fraction. Let's do 8/12. Leland, can you give me another number?
100.
100. Excellent choice. So now we have 8 times 100 and 12 times 100. 8 times 100, of course, equals 800. And 12 times 100 equals 1,200. So now we've created another equivalent fraction using multiplication. 800 1,200 is equivalent to 8/12. Okay? So that's how you do equivalent fractions using multiplication. You choose any number greater than 1, multiply the numerator and denominator by that number, and what you get is your new fraction, which is also equivalent to your original fraction. Now, coming back to, that's with multiplication. Division's a little different. Division, you can't just go all willy-nilly and pick any number you want. You've got to find a common factor. So the first thing you do is you list the factors of each, the numerator and the denominator. So in this case, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. And the denominator, the factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. Those are your factors. The factors of 6 on top, the factors of 18 on the bottom. So if you look, you can see that there are a couple, actually 3 common factors between 6 and 18. 2, 3, and 6. So you can choose any of those to divide by to create an equivalent fraction using division. So in order to use division to find an equivalent fraction, you must divide by a common factor. So I'm going to pick 2. So I do 6 divided by 2. Then I do 18 divided by 2. And what I get for my new numerator is 3. And my new denominator is 9. So therefore, 3/9 is my new equivalent fraction. So 6/18 is equivalent to 3/9. And that's using division. Now I could have used 3. I could have also used 6 as my divisor, but I chose 2. We can do one more just to make sure we understand what's going on. So, let's say, Leland, give me a number.
100.
A smaller number.
10.
10. Can you give me another number a little bigger than 10?
20.
20. That's a good choice. So we're going to do 10 and 20. So I'm going to list the factors of 10. And we've got 1, 2, 5, and 10. And then for 20, we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. And you look at those and you can see that there are several common factors. There's 2, there's 5, and there's 10. So 10 and 20 share 3 common factors. Now, I can choose any of those. I think I'll pick 5. So I'm going to do 10 divided by 5 and 20 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 equals 4. 20 divided by 5 equals, scratch that. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. So after dividing, my new fraction is 2/4. 2 is the numerator, 4 the denominator. So I can write 10/20 is equivalent to 2/4. So with multiplication, you pick any number you want and multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. With division, you must find a common factor and divide by that factor. They had 3 common factors. I chose 2 and here they had 3 common factors, and I chose to divide by 5. The key is to remember whatever you do to the numerator, you must do to the denominator. Hope that helps. Have a good night.